Aloha, Cosmic Love Pod. Cosmic Love here. Tuning in for a little pre-2020 LoveStream. Sitting in this beautiful tree. The branches of this great, beautiful tree. Christine, little bear. Any BMX bikes leaping over you these days? Hi, Satina. Aloha, Lawrence. Beautiful Robert. Hi, Golden Pod. We're sitting in the branches of this lovely, supported by this gorgeous tree's embrace, surrounded by a lot of birds. A lot of crows right now. Oh my gosh, they want to be heard on the LoveStream. Yay, Terry. Aloha. Hi, Golden Pod. Love you so much. If this LoveStream is helpful, please share it, even though we're just starting. That's called gifting. Hi, Maria. Aloha. Judy. Mari. Yay. So, dropping in for a little touch in about baby stepping in the quantum. So the Roman Greco calendar, but we don't even have to call it that. We're moving into something called 2020. So if we didn't look at it in linear time, because time isn't real and doesn't exist, and if we just looked at it as 2020 vision, which we all know is very clear vision, we are internally transforming inside of us into quantum beings. And so there's this planetary logos, there's this consciousness that is coming into our physical forms that transcends the small I. It's the cosmic consciousness, the I am, some refer to it as monads. There's all kinds of ways to refer to this consciousness that is flooding our vessels. And so it's a transformative consciousness, and it is a consciousness of receivership. It's very receptive. So we'll talk a bit about receptivity. We'll talk a little bit about aligning with the cosmic. We'll talk a little bit about taking baby steps in the quantum and how effective baby steps are in the quantum field. So we are coming from an existence that required our belief, or was associated to our belief, that we had to make things happen in the physical, in the realms of the physical. And as this cosmic consciousness is moving into our vessels, there's nothing to make happen. There is just being, pure presence in the physical form, and miracles flow through, called creativity and creation. We are the cutting edge, the event horizon of creation, and creation is flowing through us. And so it's a very transformative way to be in the world of 3D. We are really transforming 3D in totality to something much greater, this holographic reality that is coming through us. So the part of us that we are still navigating is that part of us called human. Hi, Chia. Just be, flow, like dolphins. Alex, Landry, lovely. Was just talking about you again last night. Maybe we should, hi, John. Hi, Sheila. Aloha. So there's two Johns on. So yeah, universal love. Dear cosmic, angelic, celestial being and I have been doing some co-creating in the studio of some new, like, really fun music that we're going to be sharing with the world from stages in Ibiza and all those places. And we talked about there's drop-in through purenergy.love and just tuning in with amazing beings. Alex Landry bringing your voice into the mix and so on. But let's go back to this thing about quantum. So in the realms of quantum, Quantum is based on subtle energy. In medicine, subtle energy is homeopathic. So the subtlest energy makes the biggest difference. And this is how we are transforming from the small I that feels like it has to make things happen in the world of form, and the real I am, that is the collective experience, the collective consciousness that flows through. So it's very significant for us to continue to make adjustments into our alignment with the great I am. Kumara, Joanna, aloha. Yes, love the little E.T. face and the dolphins, Mr. Alex Landry. It is all about subtle energy. This is why Tai Chi and Qigong and martial arts and all kinds of self-perfections are about learning our relationship with subtle energy. And as we come into that relationship with subtle energy, which is an intentional process because, it requires that stilling of the mind, or the world helps us still the mind by the circumstances it brings to our world, learning to come into that place of center. So even though we share this all the time, we're going to share it again. Whole brain state is the gateway to Christ consciousness, meaning when both hemispheres of the brain work as one. This love stream is helpful. Please share it. That's called gifting. Whole brain state is when the brain works as one brain. Mr. Alex Landry knows that dolphins and whales exist in a whole brain state. And so that's when the body is in a perfect balance to be a finely tuned instrument to bring forth cosmic energy into our form. Just like a finely tuned instrument sounds perfecto, so does the finely tuned instrument of we as the cosmic energy comes through. How do we come into a whole brain state? Cross the ankles, cross the wrists, clasp the hands, close the eyes, and deep breathe. This brings us into whole brain state consciousness, and it allows the entire body vessel to come into a harmonic form that then allows these cosmic energies to flow through the greater cosmic consciousness that we are. So keeping in mind that the quantum is about subtle energy. Subtle energy is a communication of light into form. So it requires that stillness in order to allow the subtle energy to flow through. Just like when the ballerina is doing the finest plie on stage, it's the subtle energy that she's working with. So 2020 is going to be about subtle energy. 2020 really is inside of us, but these are just languages that we're using. 2020 is about that clarity of our connection to subtle energy. And we are all instruments of the divine. We are all a paintbrush of the divine. Creative life power, which some call life force, is flowing through us now, which is why some said that the New Age or Age of Aquarius would be the greatest renaissance ever, because art is wanting to flow through more than ever now. Mr. Scotty One Love, aloha. Love we so much, Dolphy. So, Mr. Gauchi, yay! All right, we got the pod all coming on here. So, subtle energy takes us into sovereign, the sovereign I am. We are sovereign beings. We are sovereign beings. We are sovereign beings in these physical forms. We are moving from a consent reality into a creative reality, a reality of creation in the form. And we are inviting all of we in this collective consciousness to really begin to move into the creative energies that are coming through. So quantum is subtle. It doesn't require effort. It doesn't require physical effort. It does invite small action steps. Baby steps are quantum leaps. So when we are connected to the subtle energy, if the guidance comes through and says, brush your teeth, go brush your teeth, go brush your teeth. Because in that slight movement in the realm of physicality, the next quantum leap might be actually flowing through our being. It's called inspiration. inspiration comes through when we least expect it, like when we're brushing our teeth or when we're hanging with our friends at the beach, just chilling. So a lot of the way that we are residing in our physical forms, in our physical bodies now, is transforming into a different relationship. So less is more. Less is more in order for the inspiration to flow through us, to guide us in these physical forms. Because now we have done the work. We've done the work on the planet. We've done the work inside of ourselves. And so now these cosmic energies are bringing creativity through. What is creativity flowing through many beings on the earth going to do? It is up-leveling the collective serotonin in the collective consciousness. The collective serotonin, because we are all connected, we are interrelated, we are interconnected in our physical form. And so when we increase the serotonin, we don't do it, well, we can through meditation and stuff, but when serotonin naturally increases in the collective consciousness, we have a happy species on the planet that naturally goes boom. When the 60th CD ignites in multiple beings, it'll be the end of the world as we know it. The quickest way for the 60th CD to ignite is through us allowing the great I Am to use us as vessels of art and expression. As we do this and we share this, because it's pure creativity in the form, others respond. It's called pureenergy.love, and others respond to it naturally through the mirror neurons, because the mirror neurons in the brain reflect what we're seeing. So when we're creating art and we're in our passion as art, but not art from the mind, art that is naturally flowing through our form. Inspiration. Inspiration requires us to listen to what is coming through the subtle energies, the subtle guidance. The guidance says, go here and brush your teeth. I did that this morning. And I met someone who was at the Ashland transmission that we shared on the new moon, December 11th, right outside the bathroom. Subtle energy is guiding the synchronicities. So we are shifting into following this now. And wow, 2020 is going to be such a blossoming of creative energy. Mr. Universal Love and I have been in the studio here in the crystalline mountains of creation, and there is just magical DJing flowing through and so much fun and play. We are all filled with something called poetic genetics, and when the DNA turns on, the poetry begins to flow through us all. So on this almost eve of what we call 2020, which is really just a coordinate because it's not real and it doesn't exist as a time thing, because time isn't real. Allow ourselves to breathe in the subtle energy and to trust, because trust is the piece that was very challenged in history for us all. Trusting ourselves, trusting each other. We can completely trust what is unfolding now, and we can trust our interdependence because we have done the work and we are here to perform as a finely tuned orchestra of creation, the activation of the music of the spheres through the realms of human. The crickets, the frogs, the birds, they're already in alignment with the perfect music of the spheres. Now it's time for the human family to show up in that perfect alignment as well. So, subtle energy is key. Whole brain state, relax and breathe, because the energies are transforming us to receive. And that's the final piece to share about right here, is receptivity. So I had an amazing meditation in the Miracle Coordinates, sitting in my beloved little light ship. And the guidance was giving me a tool for receiving. Receiving is something, hi Chad, Rosalind, Camila, Aloha, Audrey Lee, Chad. Okay, so receiving. Receptivity is another key piece. So here's a little tool to receive, because it became difficult for us to receive our birthright called sovereign, which is cosmic energy of the great I am flowing through us, which is the divine authority within, the divine that connects all in one. Receiving. How do we receive? Hi, Miss Ruthie, Miss Ashanti Love. How do we receive? So here's a little practice for receiving. And tune in, because I'm pretty sure we're going to do a New Year's special from pureenergy.love. So the receiving. If we have a problem receiving energy, how are we going to receive our cosmic birthright called sovereign? So here's a little practice. In our meditations, pretend that we are at the doorway of someone wonderful and we are receiving a showering of gifts that are coming in for them. Meaning this is how the guidance showed it for me. Okay, I've talked a lot about my connection with Princess Diana and how Princess Diana started coming to me in 2016 to show me what to do on the grids to help unplug our consciousness from the old to come into our true alignment of cosmic love. By the way, she and Charles are a twin ray. So, what the guidance showed in the meditation, because of this very close connection that I've shared with Princess Diana, taking me to specific places on the grids to do specific things so we could truly birth cosmic love on the planet, divine unions and cosmic love for all of life, and cosmic love called our birthright called sovereign. In the meditation, the guidance did this. It went, all right, we need to open your mental, emotional, physical body, spiritual body, your etheric body, even more to receive Miss Cosmic Love. That's what the guidance said. And so the guidance said, in your meditation, see yourself at the door, like you're in some beautiful private setting with Princess Diana, and she is being showered with gifts and flowers and cards and love from the collective. And you're at the door receiving them and bringing them into her. And it was this epic way of opening up my being to receive energy way more than I have been able to receive before. Because there's something about our birthright as sovereign as maybe being a step-by-step process into the quantum. And so when I saw myself as receiving as much love as Princess Diana received from all of us on the planet, but being at the door to pass it on to her, it was like a quantum baby step to open my being up to allowing my vessel to be pure and open to receive that much cosmic love. And so in my meditation, I just kept going to the door, and there was more bouquets of roses and flowers and cards and all the things that people showered Diana with, and I was just taking them into and passing them. And as a vessel to be able to receive this and pass it on, it was what I needed for myself to actually open to my cosmic energy. If this LoveStream is helpful, please share it. That's called gifting. That's how we transform the world, through gifting. So yeah, as I continue to just go to the door and receive all the showering of gifts and love and keep taking it to Diana, passing it forth in service, because being in service is key to what we are doing. It's key. So in service is kind of a funny word and a funny meaning, and maybe we don't really know what it means. But we love helping each other. It's our natural state as human to help each other. And we sometimes want to help and we just don't know how. So in our meditation, choose someone that you love, that's worked with you, that inspires you, whatever, and receive at the doorway and be a vessel for that energy that you are receiving, for that being to flow through you. This is helping to open the portals and the gateways in us to receive cosmic energy and not to hang on to it. That's why we are receiving in the doorway for someone else and passing it forth, so that we can open the flow of this energy, these gates inside of us, for cosmic energy to flow naturally through. So give it a try in your meditation, because until these cosmic gateways are opened inside of us, we may be experiencing pressure, we may be experiencing stress, we may be experiencing what we perceive as anxiety and over mentalization and worry and all. How are we going to do it? How are we going to unlock from these systems and all that kind of stuff? We open ourselves naturally as a pure vessel of cosmic energy to flow, and we don't have to figure it out. It just happens naturally through us. And that is called true cosmic art, fully embodied. Each one of we, a finely tuned instrument of creation to play in a perfect cosmic symphony with all of creation as it was always meant to be. One family, one heart, one love. Cosmic love. So, love we all so much, and looking into the cosmic fields, we see a profound liberation of our collective consciousness together as one. Love, love, love you so much. If this love stream is helpful, please share it. Tune in, because I think pureenergy.love, we're going to do some love streaming tomorrow night. We're going to bring some of you on. It would be so much fun to just hang and talk, connect our global family together through the cosmic and through our movement into 2020 with our turntables, spinning some good music and some light language added in and all that fun stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely cosmic golden pot. If this love stream is helpful, please share it. Mwah, 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 mwah.